Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? All I want to talk about are the upsets in MLG Orlando. I'm going to start on the winner bracket. Round 1, we had Classic and Status Quo, the 5th seed versus 8th seed. Classic swept Status Quo 3-0. Then we got Believe the Hype versus Final Boss, 7th seed versus 6th seed. I expect them to win, higher ranking, better stats. Final Boss has been in the game longer, but, I don't know. Status Quo, they came out. Winners bracket round 2, we had Classic and Carbon. Classic 3-0'd Carbon, the 5th place versus 4th place. Classic still on their way to show you. They mean business. Then you still got Instinct versus Believe the Hype. Believe the Hype beat Instinct 3-2, best of 5. The 3rd place Instinct, 7th place Believe the Hype. Then you got winners bracket round 3, Triggers Down and Classic. Classic 3-2, best of 5, Triggers Down. 1st place versus 5th place, they won. Then you got Believe the Hype, 7th place versus the 2nd place, Straight Rippin'. My team, Straight Rippin'. 3-2 on Straight Rippin'. Then you got the winners bracket round 4, which takes you to the finals and is Classic, number 5th seed versus Believe the Hype, 7th seed. Believe the Hype actually beat Classic 3-1 in a best of 4. Believe the Hype moves on to the finals, the championship match. We're going to start over in the losers bracket. I'm not going to go all the way back because it's a long fucking list. I do want to say North of 49, my favorite Canadian team, they did do really well. They made it farther than they did on the other years. I don't know if it was the championship match or the championship event that they just wanted to try harder, and they actually did until they got to Ambush, which 3-0'd them. The 16th place versus 25th, but North of 49 beat the 17th place. They beat the 24th, they beat the 32nd, which, I expect them to beat them anyway. North of 49 lost to Ambush 3-0 sweep. Then the Ambush lost to Dynasty in a 3-0 sweep. Dynasty played Darkest Hour, which was crazy because Dynasty never lost a series or a match until they got to Darkest Hour. In the entire event, they lost 2 matches against Darkest Hour. Then they played Status Quo, swept Status Quo 3-0, 9th place versus 8th place. They're semi-pro team. They're not pro yet, and they actually beat a pro team. That's crazy. Then you got Dynasty going up against Instinct. Instinct swept him 3-0. 3rd place versus 9th place. I expect it. Then you got Instinct going up against Triggers Down, the number 1 team in the country right now, or in Halo 3 out of everybody. You got the 3rd place versus 1st place. 3-1 sweep, best of 4. Carbon versus Straight Rippin', 3-0 sweep. That's what happened in Dallas, of course. Yes, I know. Crazy stuff, this event. This is like a weekend, like what they said, it's a weekend of upsets. You got Carbon and Instinct. You got 3-1. 4th versus the 3rd. Of course, the 4th wins. Don't know how. Stat-wise, Instinct should have won. Carbon, Halo 2 team. They should have probably stayed in Halo 2, but they're actually making a big name for themselves in Halo 3, which is, helping them out. You got Walshy and you got Naded on their team. Crazy players. Then you got Classic, Carbon. Since Classic lost to Believe the Hype, they had to go play Carbon in the losers bracket round 11. Classic ended up coming out on top with a 6-2 win. Then you got Classic going to the championship match. Believe the Hype Classic, it ended up going Believe the Hype 6 games won, Classic 2 games won. I think it was a best of 11, so it was the first to 6. It was an unfair advantage. I do get their rules, but I think it's unfair because Believe the Hype already started off with 3 wins because they beat Classic already in the finals. So Believe the Hype actually won, taking on they're the national champions. They're 7th place now. They're probably going to get moved up to 3rd or 4th, somewhere in that area. Crazy. I do want to say, Straight Rippin' is a really good team. They'll always be my favorite team. I follow them since Halo 2 because of T Squared, Tom Taylor. He's a famous guy. Everybody knows him. He wants a win more than anybody because he practices his ass off. He deserves it. But you got to think about it. You got T Squared, you got Element Warrior, you got Legit and Snipe Down, you got like the best sniper in the league right now. I mean, other than Neighbor and Naded. I mean, those two are both amazing. You got Elamite, the best support player, and Legit, fucking beast, dude. That guy, he knows when to pull out a crazy move. And you got T Squared. He's the captain, but I don't really think of him as captain. I think of him as I don't know. He's really different. He can main slay and he can play objective. I mean, he can do them both. Crazy. I mean, all four of them can. I mean, they have their main jobs that they really do. But T Squared, he loves the game. I can see him being a little upset of this loss. But I mean, I know they tried pretty hard. I don't think they tried their hardest because I know they can beat them. I know they can beat those other teams, and I know that they're still the national champions. Because I don't think that I mean, in rule wise, yes, believe the hype now that they're the national champions, but I don't know. Straight ripping, as long as they keep going, they will always have the best stats in MLG Halo 3 history. Like, they have the most events won. Yeah, either them or Triggers Down. I think actually Triggers Down has won more than Straight Rippin'. It's alright. Next season, you got Straight Rippin' coming out. They're going to come out on top, and you know they will. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Comments. And, yeah, thanks.